Hey, everybody on YouTube and around the world. Roxy here with me. And who's here? Ben, Rossum, Tom. What's up, Kevin? Kevin Kuchel. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Johnny Bean. Rock and roll Johnny Bean. Jack the Rabbit. Bunch of people already in here. I got 6 thumbs up, and apparently it's showing 1 person in the chat. That makes no sense. But it works for me. We're way ahead of the scale. Hey, check this out. This is Roxy and Mindset. This is how we're going to start the show from now on. I actually got this. I think I got this at NAMM last year. So it's a keychain from somebody. So I took, whiteout pens. You can get those pens that are whiteout pens, and it looks kind of like a chalk thing. So I used that to write there on there. Oh, did you see her just go down my shirt? That's what she's been doing lately. Come out! Ah, she's got sharp claws. So you guys want to see her latest egg? She did lay the egg last night or this morning or something. We were waiting for it. We knew it was going to happen. So yeah, I should kind of do an introduction like normal YouTubers, right? Music Therapy Laz here. Roxy here, the super bird. She's the coolest little bird, right? She's a Pacific parrotlet. And we're doing our Music Therapy Thursdays show. I'm still wearing my sunglasses. I just realized that because I just got home like 45 minutes ago from the store. I went shopping. I know. Maybe I should wear these because my eye bags. I got eye bags under my eyes. Nah, it's too dark. I look like Johnny Bean all cool and stuff though, right? Anyway, Ben Coombs, you're in the chat, dude. I haven't seen you in my chat in a while. It's nice to see you here. And Bearded Blues Dude, or as I like to call him, Breastfed Blues Dude, because accidentally that's how that got written out by my my random word generator is what I call that spell check sometimes. And we got Christopher Shasky. I hope I'm saying that right. We got Wayne. Wayne, he's staying up late tonight to catch this, you guys. Wayne is up at 1 a.m. Is it 1 a.m. there? Is it now? What time is it? There's 9-hour time difference, right? I think so. Anyway, yeah, Wayne's in the house, so I think that's pretty close to accurate. I can't do the math in my head right off the bat. Sorry. I was again, like every day. I mean, I don't know if you guys are experiencing this like I am or not. And by the way, I should have this clip to me, but I'm assuming you're hearing it because I had it plugged in. Yeah. Anyway, and I got the guitars plugged in too, so if you guys want to hear that, I'm going to take the AC30 off standby. I had it kind of, the master turned down quite a bit because I was playing it late the last time, late at night. And I got the Dangelico plugged in, so might as well show you guys that before I grab Roxy's egg. So this is the Dangelico, the DC Deluxe, which is their $2,000 made in Korea, probably World Music Craft, right, or whatever that factory is called, with some really nice gold-plated parts, including U.S.-made 59 Duncans, a really nice aged binding all around the body. And it's in this really killer, look at the binding. It's in this very killer matte powder blue that looks very much like Daphne blue. Maybe a little bit lighter than the Daphne blue, but man, very close to Daphne blue. Look at that headstock with that really cool deluxe diamond inlay, right? Mother of pearl all around. And these tuners, they're very good tuners, so they're really easy to tune with. So I can, God, I look terrible. My eyes are so baggy. Okay, back to the sunglasses. So anyway, the amp's been treating me really well. By the way, you guys, some of you who know what's been going on with the amp story, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna go get her egg to show you Roxy's egg and grab a pair of my glasses. That way I can read better and I can hide my bags in my eyes. How's that? I'll be right back. Let me leave Roxy to entertain you here. Okay, Roxy, she's probably gonna fly right after me. Here, look that way. There you go. Look over there. I just found out Ladani was spying on me. She was watching. Wow, she stayed there the whole time. I'm shocked. Come here, Roxy. There you go. All right, now she's on me. I can turn around. Yeah, once I get a real like HD camera in here, you guys, then there won't be all this like waviness and all this. There it is. Check it out. I'll put it in my hand. Last time I dropped it on the keyboard, so these things are little roly polies. Ah, see, I did it again. Damn it. And it didn't break because it's still soft. That's what's weird. It's hard, but it's soft. If you okay, I'm gonna hold it here. It's kind of gotta. God, the lighting's bad, right? Okay, hold on. Let me turn off this light. I think it's too bright. This is hard to do. Man, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna put it on this. Oh, I got a perfect plan. Here we go. Hopefully that doesn't squish. That's gonna squish it. No, that's not a good idea. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn it down like this. Can you guys see it? Should I put it on something else? Let me put it on this. I think you guys can see it, right? So that's the size of it. Anyway. Roxy's egg. 4:3 ratio is a throwback. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ben. Ben has become such a pro. I'm just teasing you. All right, let me read what you guys say. Oh, Ladani, that's my wife in the chat, the one with the smiley face. That's Ladani Wagner. She's got nothing on her channel. Don't even look. Some of you know what she looks like. I've shown pictures, but if you must, I will show it again. All right, let me go. I'm gonna go into my. What am I gonna do? You know, I'm gonna show you guys what I came here to show you, right? So, how many are you here for Roxy? And how many are you here for pedalboard build? Oh God, this light sucks. There we go. Let me turn this other light on too. This is kind of cool. My lighting system. How do you like that? Cool, right? If I turn this off, it looks even better. Let's do it like that. How does that look? Is that all right with you guys? Not too dark? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna check the chat out because I already said hi to several of you. Rick Hefner, or it's not Hefner, right? It's Hefner, like the famous Playboy Mansion Hefner. Are you part of the Hefner family? That's the question. Or do you even know? Kidding. Adam D, hey, what's happening? I want to say, by the way, I think, is he here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Tom, yeah, Tom, you're here, right? Bent Rossum. So, Bent Rossum, oh, you actually have a picture now. That's very cool. I'm going to go look at your picture a little closer on your thing. Why am I? What the heck's going on there? I don't know. I'm gonna go to my channel on my phone because then I can actually look at my live stream there as well, and then I can click on people's on their stuff, on their channels, and actually go there. So now I'm like gonna turn it down, obviously. Ben Kuhn says also wears a smoking jacket. I'm sure, and yes, he should. Will it hatch? No, it won't. It's not. It's a good question. It's not a fertile egg. She doesn't have a partner. I am her partner. She's made me her mate. So if you've seen the Roxy fighting mommy videos, she is territorial over me. These birds mate for life, and when they choose a mate, that's their mate, and they will actually kill their own mate if it cheats on them. My wife had one of these birds before, and his name was Indigo because he was blue, and he would bite her so hard if she picked up a phone or a coffee cup or anything that was the size of him, like that size, it immediately translated that, oh, you're cheating on me with that coffee cup or with that phone or whatever, and would bite her so hard. One time she had to like bit her so hard, blood, and she flung him and hit him. He hit the ground, and we had to take him to the vet. Paul Liu, thanks for joining, dude. Right on. So I want to see if I even have you, Paul Liu, in my favorites. You know what I mean? Subscriptions, whatever. I subscribe to everybody that I can because if they want me to. Let's see what's there. Put user in timeout. I can put people in timeout. That's cool. Why can't I not go to your channel while I am? I don't know. This is so weird. So when I'm live, usually I could click on you, right, and go to your channel. But I think maybe I can't do that while I'm live with you guys here or whatever. Weird. Okay, see, isn't that weird about YouTube? So there are things that happen in YouTube I don't understand why they do them. But like, for example, right now I'm looking at Paul Liu. I don't think I've got Paul Liu in my subscriber list or list of subscribers, and I'd like to subscribe to him like I subscribe to everybody. Is it? Been doing that all day? Okay. Hey, what's happening? Fruitcake Tony's in the house too. Yeah, my bird's not going to ever cheat on me, but it will think I'm cheating on her if I, manipulate a phone or something in my hand. But she's actually pretty good with the phone and like other things. Like I was able to, did you notice there's that picture of in the beginning with this pedal? She was attacking it. She was biting it because it was like her size and I'm holding it in my other hand, giving it love, whatever. And she's like attacking it because she's like, oh, you've got another something that's my size. Hold on, let me, I'm actually using outdoor light right now, so I've got no lights on. Let me turn this one on. Oh, Jesus. So not used to using the lab mic. I don't know which is better here. I think that's worse. I almost just yanked the computer off the table here, the laptop. That would have been bad. Too bright. See, this is what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to go back to this view. I'm just going to turn this one light on over here like this. And that ought to be enough to level it out, right? Yeah, okay. I know, I'm still an amateur. I mean, I actually started this website. I started this YouTube page in 2017, December, when Ladani went to visit her mom. She felt suddenly very homesick during Christmas, or right before, moving towards Christmas. And so she really wanted to go see her mom. And I said, well, I can't, honey, because I've already got work and things lined up, and I can't just decide now to go. After Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, probably possible. But so she decided just to go for herself for 2 weeks and visit her mom. And it did her a lot of good, It's always good for the soul, these things. Hey, Dwight Bailey and Gabriel Tone Guitar is my 200th subscriber. Dude, I swear to God, if you just come to my celebration of the 300 subscriber live show, which will happen whenever, I'll announce that as well here today. I will send you something. I will give you a prize just for being my 200th subscriber. I don't know why. I'm silly like this. I like to give stuff. Not a lot. But okay, I might as well talk about this. So Roxy, come out. She laid this egg, so she's in very tired Roxy mode. So you guys mind if I put her like, she likes to go down my shirt. Watch. Okay. Well, she's gonna hang out in between my sweater and my shirt, down at the bottom where it kind of has like a little pocket. She's gonna hang out there for the rest of the show, probably, unless I take her out. So who else is here? Yeah, Jack the Rabbit, dude. I still have not yet watched your Livewire show because, believe it or not, Ladani actually said this, and she's probably watching right now, so I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. But she was like, what happened with Laszlo? Like, for a couple of days, I was trying to get this room done, and it's amazing how much this job of a property manager can kind of suck your time. But at the same time, I'm also, watching and commenting on YouTube stuff, and she's like saying, oh, you're wasting a lot of time with that YouTube thing, basically, spending a lot of time commenting. But at the same time, I'm building on something in my mind. I'm hopefully building on a community here, just like anyone else who's trying to make something out of this. So I know some people, like I know Hack is doing it for fun, and he's not looking to make a business out of this. But I would love to be able to make this into a business. So my studio is really being set up to be a production studio, and I'm hoping to move this into a house at some point and do some real, some real production. Jack the Rabbit and I were talking about, some of his experience and my experience. We could probably work together on some stuff, and that's why I went to NAMM this year too. I went to NAMM last year because I wanted to go to NAMM. I got an invite, so my sister's boyfriend invited me, and I'm like, dude, because I said, if you can go to NAMM, and he told me he was an EMG, artist, and he can go to NAMM, and he's kind of wanted to get out of the scene. So I have two recording interfaces, and they're both Focusrite, Christopher. I have the Sapphire, which is right there, which isn't even plugged in yet. I was going to do that today, and that didn't happen. It's the story of my life, you guys. Let me see. So this probably is overkill for my size studio, but at the same time, I don't think so. I like to use quality product. When I buy something, I want to get something that's going to last, and that's a good quality product. And this has enough, inputs, outputs that I can do a lot with this. It's got the MIDI, it's got the FireWire, and I purposefully got the Focusrite Sapphire because I wanted the FireWire into my computer, so I'm not using as much, computer through the USB. I want to go direct in to the CPU in a sense. That's how that kind of works, from what I understand. And I also have a smaller. I have an 18i. Let me go grab that one just to show you guys. I'm going to remove that before I yank it off the table again. A bunch of crap here. Oh no, something fell. It's probably the Sapphire box. So yeah, that's my closet full of goodies and my clothing. So I do need to wear clothes. So this is still in a box. So this is the 18i. Let me pull it out. And basically, this is the one that I was using before I got the other one. Moved here to this location. I haven't hooked any of this stuff up, which is nuts. It's been a year and a half, believe it or not. So yeah, this is one that I want to set up, use it more kind of as a desktop setup for, and maybe even a live take it with me with a laptop recording production kind of setup, if you know what I mean. So like next time I get together with someone, I can just take my bag with that all set up, ready to go, and we can record with mics and all that stuff. And I do have some decent mics in here. Right now I have several MXRs, which are, copies, but they're okay. And I've got some Sures, and I've got a couple Russian, these Octavia mics, production type mics. So, and yeah, it's just a matter of hooking things up and getting organized, but we're very close. I keep saying that every week, man. If Metalhead Hippie was here, he would be like, Laz, damn, get that hooked up, dude. But I'm on no time limit, but I'm at the same time, time's flying by, right? So nothing's happening. So yeah, you gotta get some shit done. But yeah, these are good interfaces. So what else are you guys saying? Yeah, I'm living the dream. Well, I'm not quite living the dream yet, dude. I'd be living the dream if I was making money creating music. That's the dream. And I'm not quite living it yet. I'm living the dream in the sense that I live in a free world. And hey, why is my stream like this small size? That's another thing that Johnny Bean was pointing out to me. And I don't know if I could change it while I'm in stream, right? Probably can't. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. That's my problem. Expand the menu here, stream. That doesn't do anything. Manage the stream. I can't do anything with it while I'm in it. So yeah. What the? Collapse the menu. Okay, collapse the menu. Yeah, so I can't, I didn't do that. So I think if I adjusted it to 480p, it would be the wider screen. For some reason, I didn't. So whatever. So I don't use any vocal mics yet, but Jack the Rabbit. Okay, yeah. Dude, Jack the Rabbit's got some killer vocal mics. He's got some really nice. He's got a warm audio. He's got some other really nice mics. Yeah, Jack the Rabbit. dude, you got a nice studio. The Manly, yeah, the Manly. Oh, and the Mojave, dude. Yeah, he's got some good equipment there. He's got some really nice analog equipment. So, and if you haven't seen some of his music or some of his stuff, you guys, I mean, he will melt your hearts with his soulful musical styles. Yeah, no, he's a heartbreaker. That guy, Jack the Rabbit. He's kind of like think of mixing Bryan Adams with Lenny Kravitz. He doesn't have the voice of Bryan Adams in the sense that he sings softer, kind of Lenny Kravitz kind of smoothness, if you ask me. But yeah, and he does the acoustic stuff like Bryan Adams. I don't know. Maybe I'm using the wrong comparisons, but that's what popped into my mind. I like Bryan Adams' acoustic kind of romantic music that he writes for romance. Hey, Han, 36 solo. It is love that I'm feeling. No, you can tell I do not sing. People run out of the karaoke bar. I'm self-deprecating for a reason because it's true. I don't think I have a good voice, but I can hit that Billy Idol range. You know what I mean? I can do that, and I've pulled that stuff off at karaoke, all right. But yeah, and I can do some backup, and I have a good enough sense of pitch, even with my voice, where I'll be able to not embarrass the holy hell out of myself and others. I'm trying to get this light so that I kind of like it better with the dark. Doesn't that look cooler? Is that not more cool with the guitars in the background there? Let's turn this a little more so you guys see more of the guitars. Isn't that better? Better view instead of the closet, right? So should I grab the pedal board and show you guys the pedal board idea yet, or should I wait? Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll discuss this giveaway. So I kind of semi-announced it or put it up a couple times in regards to hitting 200 mark, which is great because it took me really since August is when I started to do Veda, and I forgot to do my Veda yesterday. I was too busy. Put the lights on the guitars. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What are you saying, Rick? The other way lights the guitars better. All right. How's that? Shine not too bright? Is that cool? So there we got them all lined up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guitars, and I got another one that's hiding. If you want to see that, and these aren't my acoustics either. I don't have good acoustics. I do have a decent Washburn classical that I really love. I love nylon string guitars. But anyway, maybe I'll do some classical playing next time. But there is one where I'm playing the Johnny Bean song, or it's actually the Howie the Bean Dog song, which I wrote a million years ago. But one night during August, Johnny Bean's like, "Oh, just do your Veda now, man. Just do it now," because I hadn't gotten around to it. And it was after dinner. I was drinking some wine already with my wife. We were watching some movie, and then we stopped watching the movie, and she's like, "Oh, do whatever." So I was on Johnny Bean's show with the earbuds or headphones on. I can't remember what. And then she was doing her thing on the laptop, and so Johnny Bean's all like, "Oh, yeah, dude, go live." So I don't think I went live. Oh yeah, I recorded because I hadn't gone live yet. So I was using my phone. I recorded myself playing with Johnny Bean, taking Howie on a late night walk outside to go poop because Howie hadn't pooped yet, and he wanted to get him to poop before he took him inside for the night. So he was walking him around, and he's laughing. And I love Johnny Bean's laugh. Who else loves Johnny Bean's laugh? Johnny Bean has the best laugh. He's got a great laugh, man. I love his laugh. So he was laughing, and it just goes so well with that song. That song that I wrote. It's kind of quirky, and I really plan to do that song using that Del Rey. You know what I'm talking about, Jack the Rabbit. That Del Rey organ tone. Remember that device that I want to buy? That's $500. You're gonna have to sell some pedals to get that thing, which I might do. Yeah, he's got an infectious laugh. He's got a genuine laugh. I love his laugh. So yeah, so I want to use that tone. And one of my pedals over here has that tone in it, but it doesn't copy it perfectly. But it's a pretty good job. And that Alter Ego X4, let me grab this pedal. I'll have to turn everything off here for a second. Put it on standby. So this is the TC Electronic Vintage Echo X4, the Alter Ego to the standard blue X4 delay, right? Very cool. And notice the color stylings, Jack the Rabbit. It's just like that Telray. Even the lettering is done with that Telray. And I do have a video of that if you guys want to check it out, of me at. So this is a very, very sophisticated device. As a matter of fact, a couple years ago, I think Mick Taylor of that pedal show said this is his desert island delay pedal for sure. If he's going to take a pedal on a desert island, that's a delay pedal, this would be it, because it's got a looper in it, like a lot of delay pedals does, but it has a looper, but it's MIDI, and it does the tone prints via this, right? You can save 4 presets into it, which is not a lot considering nowadays you can do like 200 or I don't know how many into the stomp, right? But yeah, it's got some really killer accurate echo, vintage echo and delays, including the TR organ, which you can see it's switched to right now, TR organ. So that's the Telray organ, super organ tone. They called it the electronic sound chamber device. That's what they called it. It's like 60s, built in the 60s. So they have one of those at Guitar. What am I trying to say? At Real Guitars. I almost said Star Guitars again. Real Guitars in San Francisco, and they were going to refurbish it a little bit to make sure it's working properly. Just like the amp I bought from them. I bought the AC30 there, and I had to take it back twice because it wasn't working properly. But they fixed it, no extra charge, and new tubes and stuff that they have to put into it and cleaned it up and stuff. And it works great. I mean, it's on right now. Let me turn it back on. It's on. Let me go ahead and, let me put this back in. Gotta plug it back in because I might play some of this for you guys, right? Oh, I got the mic on still. Oh, that's really interesting. There must be something going on with the. Okay, so there's something definitely going on with this Alter Ego pedal, because now suddenly the looper switch and the delay switch are opposite. It must have been like a polarity thing that happened. One thing I've done differently since I last used this is I have it plugged in to the using its own power brick rather than using the one spot that I use in this setup, because I have a one spot daisy chain type thing for here. And anyway, because it uses, the delays use up a lot more. So this is that Telray sound. So it's pretty trippy. But the one that they had there, and let me turn on the reverb too, because that kind of adds more to it. Because that effect that we listened to over there, Jack, it's similar to this, right? It's almost like a out of control kind of echoey kind of, because it's got a little. Is it too loud, you guys? That probably is. I'm probably too loud. Let me turn it down a bit. All right. Anyway, it's hard to play an AC30 low. Thank God this one has a master volume. Anyway, so let me see what you guys are ready. Yeah, right. Okay, so let me play the Johnny Bean song, you guys. I think this guitar is semi-tuned. I love that sound. It's too loud, damn it. Shit. Ow. Oh, fuck. Let's move the volumes down here. I'll turn the main volume down a little bit too. I just banged this guitar. This is what I don't like about playing sitting down. I'm always whacking into stuff because I'm not used to sitting down and playing. All right, so here's this Johnny Bean, Howie the Dog song for Johnny Bean. Because Howie's gone, but we have him in our memories, right? That is too loud. You know what I'm going to do? I'm so stupid. Completely forgot. I've got the ultimate volume control here. I just have to turn it on. In the Stomp, the HX Stomp actually works as like a master volume. It'll basically control my output from my guitar. I just have to wait for it to load up. I'll read what you guys are saying until then. Let's see. Yo, who else is in the house? Hey, what's up, Bruce? I don't know, dude. I think that that ELO song just says Bruce in it. We were talking about that before. Hack, thanks for jumping in before your show. And I was in your show before the show. I hope you don't mind me plugging myself. Trying to spread the love anyway, you know. So have you guys been watching Metalhead Hippies stuff? Because Metalhead Hippies really turned up the talent on his show, in the sense that, not that he's not talented, but he's exposing all of us to, and each other, to some wonderful talented musicians out there, right? Is that awesome or what? So he's been kind of showcasing other people's videos if they're cool with it, which of course, you know, most of us want to get it out there, right? And there's some super, that's what I love about music, man. There's so much talent out there. There's so much talent. There's so much music to be listened to and play and be heard, right? So, man, I got 19 people in here and 14 thumbs up. Thank you. All right. So, Dava Pick, you guys, if you guys haven't tried these out yet, it's not for everyone, maybe. But what's cool about these is, see those ridges in the center? I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me turn it this way. Yeah. So there, it's thinner, and it allows it to flex. So if you're playing back a little further away, it's great for strumming. But if you slide forward up into the pick tip area, it gets, you know, it's harder there, and then you can, right, without any problems. Versus if you had a thin pick, and then you wish you had a thick pick and whatnot. So here's the Telray sound. Oh, wait, let me get the chord right. Anyway, I don't have it dialed in perfectly, but yeah, there's that sound. And that's the Howie the Dog Needs to Poop song, written for Johnny Bean and Howie. About 20 years ago, I wrote that song. It was meant for them 20 years ago. Time travel does exist in our minds. All right, SD, dude, thanks for jumping in. So what I was trying to say before about SD as well, and Tom Bent Rawson, is that you guys were like being so super like awesome, like in your like, I don't know. You guys were almost make me blush. You guys were being so like nice to me, like saying all kinds of nice things. So thank you for what you guys do. I'm like super happy that I'm able to like make other people happy. That's really a big part of what this is all about. Music, isn't music? That's what music's about, right? I actually have this is gonna be corny. You guys are gonna love this because I guess I can be really corny, but I don't have a problem with it. I think that's funny and it's good, and I can laugh at it. And it's fun to laugh at these things, right? So Maurice, thanks for joining, Maurice DeBert. So yeah, the corny thing is, I for a while I had this idea to have do some kind of lessons, but not guitar lessons, music. Hold back, because I know my guitar playing is not quite there. But yeah, I wanted to teach people how to play music the way I learned it, and it might be the totally wrong way to learn music. I don't care. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I think what works for you might not work for someone else. And I didn't have the privilege of having music lessons or being classically taught. Right? Corny's awesome, right, Lenny Leo? Thank you. So I call it the happy method. Let me write this out. Click over here. It's the happy method. Happy. Wow. Happy method of music learning. H for here. A for and. P for play. And I for instruments. Now I know what John Mancuda would say. What instrument he'd be wanting to play right now, live, if you had a chance. But no, we're talking musical instruments. And no, not the skin flute, the metal one. Or the clay one, I actually have a clay flute from Peru, if you guys want to see me play that one day. So the happy method is basically hear and play instruments. All right. And the point is teaching you how to learn using your ear to play to a song. And not to a song, but even learn a song. Even if you have a memory of a song in your head. Like you guys just, okay, here, I'll test this out on you guys. You can see how this works. All right. Somebody just put up something simple that I should know, like anyone else should know. Like maybe like a song to a show. Give me a simple theme song to a show, and I'll show you how I figure out how to play a song that I just know in my head or I've heard before. I'm waiting. I'm gonna sing one. Dun 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 dun. It's not a theme song per se, but yeah. MASH. Okay, MASH is perfect. I love MASH. Okay, Knight Rider is a good one too. Okay, I'll do Knight Rider first because that's that. Oh, I gotta turn that effect off. That's crazy. That's not gonna work. How do I turn it on? See, this pedal's not operating properly right now. It's freaking out. All right. All right. Dang it. Pedal is messing me up. All right. So, first step is you have to have it in your head, right? So that song, it has like a rhythm thing, right? Should I do MASH? Because Knight Rider is more complicated because it's got like rhythm and stuff. But we're gonna do MASH, and we'll get back to Knight Rider because we'll go easy to complex, right? MASH. Right? That's the song, right? I have it in my head. So I've seen that show a million times. And I know that, right? I know how it goes. So what do? So you sing. You have to sing. You have to do the scatting thing, right? Okay, so we have that one. Then we can find that elsewhere too. So this is too low, right? That's a pretty good spot right there. It's a little out of tune. Or I was singing it out of tune. Let's make sure the guitar's in tune first. Let's just play an A. Sounds good. Okay. So this is actually this is C, right? So I found C, right? So it's C. That's M B C, right? Why is this thing rattling? Right? And then it repeats, but lower, right? Do that because I don't have that kind of ear. I get that. And how did I develop that musical ear? So I developed that musical ear partly, I think, honestly, partially, not genetically, maybe some genetics are in there, but I think in utero, I was in my mom's tummy and she was playing the piano, and I'm right there, and it's an upright, right? So it's going into me. So number one way to learn, listen to music a lot or have a lot of music going into you, right? Now I might not be playing this in the right key as the original song. You can always look that up and find that. I don't have perfect pitch. But I know this is that. So now how do you develop that further, right? Well, then you can use your simple bar chords, right? Now make it a punk version of it, right? So how do you yeah, I love MASH. So how do you write songs? I mean, this is how you write songs, right? You have a melody in your head, whatever it is, right? So I had the melody, that Johnny Bean song just came to me one time. I'm playing. Something's not sounding good. Turn the volume up a little bit more so there's a little more something going into. So I'm using the HX stop. Check this out, you guys. See the HX stop right here? Bring it closer. Closer. It has this big knob right here. That's the volume knob. Check it out. Right? So I can use that as a way to turn up and down the volume on the tabletop here. Everything's going into the front of the amp from my other pedals that are down there on the floor, if you want to see that. Right there. That bag. That's my Electro-Harmonix gig bag, my pedal gig bag. And yeah, it's a cheesy way of taking your pedals to a gig. But it works for years. And I actually use the smaller, I don't want to say gator, not gator bags, but the smaller Roadrunner bags. They're $20 a piece, right? So it's a lot cheaper than a pedal board anyway. So, but I want to put this whole lesson thing together to kind of help people understand how I figured out basically what everyone else calls the classical, I can't think of it right now. That's why I'm like stumbling along. Theory, right? I didn't learn theory, but I learned what theory is in my own way, right? I was in front of a piano all the time, and I had it. I figured out how intervals work with each other. I figured out songs by combining how those intervals work together, and then I stacked chords on top of different parts and figured out how to then do arpeggiations or other kind of scale kind of moves, moving up and down in between triads. Triads is a big thing. I call it the golden chord in my lesson plan. I plan to call it the golden chord, because the 1, 3, and the 5, that's all you need, because then the next one is the 1 again, and that's your 4. You know, you got your 1, 4, 3, or no, what is it? I guess so. I have to figure out the proper terms in classical theory. But the bottom line is that yes, you can learn how to play songs and then learn how to create songs with just having a melody idea in your head. So this song had that minor. I guess that's it. Yeah, it's a. I guess it's an F sharp or G flat. Right? So. So I don't think about, like, in theory wise, oh, what chords work with what. I listen for it. That could have been the song too. I could have made it that way, but I decided for whatever reason that worked with it. And then I went to a major. So I guess that's a B. B flat? No, wait a minute. This is the E, D, D flat, D sharp, E flat, D, D flat. I guess it's a D flat. But this is E. No, it's not an E flat. See, I don't know my theory on the. I don't know the fretboard like I know the keyboard. There's E. There's F. F. It's an F minor. F sharp minor. And then how did I come up with the melody? That's what I call the guts of the song, right? Then you just build a bass on it. So there's a bass line, right? Pizza delivery, I want pizza delivery too. And then I was trying to think of a melody to it, and that all goes with it. I have no idea what that is. I just play it. I find notes that sound good together. So I'm like going. No good, right? Yes. So I was coming up with notes, and I'm like, okay, this sounds good. Then I have to come up with a bridge. Super simple. Kind of surfer punky, kind of funky, right? But with that weird Telray sound. Yeah. And you can hear, like, I can hear in the background funky percussion things like a fishing reel going like that, a funky little bell going ting, ting, and like almost circus style percussion going on in the background. You got it? Yeah, like tequila. Da 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 da. See, how do I learn tequila? Da 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 da. We can all sing that, right? Da 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 da. So you find it. So I just found the chord here, and And I know it's major. It's not minor. No, that wouldn't be it, right? So you have to be willing to mess up. A big part of, I think, music creation or any creation of any kind is you have to be willing to make mistakes. I have absolutely no fear. If I suck, I suck. I can take it. I don't care if I suck. I suck because I know in the beginning I suck. It's okay to suck in the beginning. The point is to get better at it, right? So like in the beginning when I was first playing the Howie Bean song, I really played it badly because I wasn't practicing it. Okay. But then when I did that last version of it, it sounded way better, right? So it's the same as if you're going to go into the studio and record or whatever. You got to warm up. I haven't been warmed up, blah, 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 blah. So who's messing up? Messing up is my middle name, right? So dudes, don't be afraid to make mistakes. And I've taught people, like in a sense, like I'm not like a music teacher, but I've taught people I've inspired people. Okay, maybe I'm an inspirational person, or I'm a motivator, or whatever you want to call it. But I like to inspire people to definitely, first off, don't have any fear of the musical instrument. Don't be afraid of it. Play it. It's a tool, like a hammer. You know, you can smash your fingers with a hammer, or you can nail a hammer. You know, hit a nail and real nice. You know, or you can, you know, do some serious damage to people with it. You can do that with music too. So, you know, a musical instrument, you know, is meant to be played. It's meant to be used, and you should get to know all of its parts and not be afraid of it, right? I discovered a new chord the other day. I was like 2 weeks ago, roughly. This chord, which is, I guess it's a 7th minor chord on the guitar. And then I hear that chord, and I don't know about you, but the first song that came to my mind was... You guys all know that song from the 70s. It's been on the radio a million times. Yeah, so fear equals false expectation appearing real. I love SD's philosophical words here. SD and I have gotten into some serious philosophical things. So back to MASH. So that has some like 7th chords and funky things in it, right? And you can start. I think it's really important. So I'm going to show whatever Lenny's saying. Thank you, moderator. You all know that you can show whatever, unless they're being mean to people, or me and Roxy. So another way I've taught people how to figure out a song is like get. Do I know any excess? I probably, yeah. What's that? What's that one song? I'm playing it wrong, right? I'd have to think about that one. Suicide Blonde. That was a great song. Okay, let's learn that song. Okay. So there's like a bass. So one place to start is with the melody. Another place you can start where the song is on the rhythm, or you can go rhythm. You know, you can go right to the bass, right? So that song has that in it, right? I think that's the bass part, right? Suicide Bomb Bomb. finding the other notes, right? I'm looking for the notes. It's not exactly that, but we're getting there, right? Now you can like try to find the proper notes. I know it's way higher. Found it. All right. So I'm goofing around until I find it, right? So what am I playing? I'm playing it on the 12th fret. I'm playing it in E, which is probably wrong. I'm playing, you know, two notes. I'm playing this note and this note, that one and that one. What am I doing? I'm playing da 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 da. Right? So I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I'm playing this. I'm playing this, and then those two. So this one, and that one. So shit. And then there's that. Go down one, like go down one whole note, right? 2 half tones down to here. And I'm still playing this one in this position right here. This one on the B string. So I'm going. And I haven't heard that song in a million years. Now I'm finding out that there's this chord down here, right? So it's like an E minor, right? No, it's not that. It's like, yeah, it's an E minor. So that's how you figure out songs, you guys. You have to be patient. I do have a ditto looper. Yeah, you want me to grab it? I don't have it plugged in. So that's one of the ones I'm going to put on my pedal board. Maybe we should do pedal board stuff. But yeah, we could have done the MASH song, whatever. And maybe I'm just lucky and I have a really good ear, so I can put these parts together like that. But the way I learned music and the way I learned how to play the piano and play, you know, things, wow, it's already 5 o'clock. Holy crap. Now it goes like that. Is I was in front of a piano and I figured out, okay, the left hand and the right hand, they obviously have to be on similar, same kind of root notes. So that's the one, is the root. Then you can play chords with the left hand that go with the right hand as long as you're playing those 1, 3, 5, 1, or, you know, those kinds of triad chords, or you know, whatever you call the 2 notes together. I guess it's a duet or diode or whatever kind of chord. So you can do that in various different patterns or positions as long as you're playing the 1, 3, 5, and the 1 together in that particular key when you're playing that part of the melody or whatever. You figure out how the bass moves. The bass is gonna, the root is gonna move along with that song, right? Where the root notes are gonna move, and then the chords with the right hand and melody have to play along inside that. So that one song that I was writing, or that, you know, that Johnny Bean song that I basically have written, except for not put it all together, you know. however the theory works on this, that works in there, right? It works in here. So it still works in there, right? That one didn't work. That one didn't work, right? That one did work. And that melody will work over all three of those chords, right? You just find notes that work together well like that, and then you just keep messing around with them and play different syncopations of them, different rhythms of them. You know. So what are you guys writing? I do have a diddle looper. Yeah, and YouTube is a great way to learn, songs, other people's songs. As you guys have probably figured out by now, I do know a few songs I kind of I mess around with, but for the most part, I'm way more interested in just writing my own music. Though, like when I go to jams or whatnot, we play other songs, but a lot of times we'll be improvising and come up with shit right on the spot, and there's nothing better than that. I mean, there's no better feeling than when you've got a song and you're all of a sudden come out of something, and you got the bassist is coming in and starting to do that too, and then you try to get the drummer to do what you want him to do. But then one other thing that I highly recommend for all musicians, even guitars, is especially guitars, really, because the guitar, outside of the singer, you're the leader of the band in a way, so everything should serve the melody and serve the singer and serve the song. But for sure, a guitarist, if you know how to play bass, that helps a lot. If you know how to learn how to play keyboards, you can play keyboards. It helps again a lot in how you can develop music and develop a song. Learn to play drums. It's good to know how to play drums, because then you can tell the drummer, hey, play this beat like this, or do this or that, So yeah, most of us have been playing for decades and messing around. I've never been a professional, though. I had a studio for a while. That was a dream in that direction. Fell apart, and 20+ grand in debt after that really sucked. It did not help in getting my life going at that age of roughly 30 years old. But yeah, bottom line is it was a great experience, and I've been building this studio of Europe, dudes. It's been 10 years. I had when I got together with Ladany, which is 10 years ago, I had my one guitar, my Stratocaster. No, that's not true. I had my Strat, and I had my no, but it was stolen. That's right. So I had my one guitar, I had my Strat, I had my Deluxe Pro, or Deluxe Pro Plus, Deluxe Plus, or Plus Deluxe, that I had made for me through Gelb Music in Robin City back when I had the studio in '96, and it was not a custom shop guitar, because they didn't quite have the custom shop yet, but I had it set up to my specs through Fender and got it, and then I sold it to take her to Machu Picchu. It's a sad story about that guitar, but it's a good story too. And actually, I sold that when I got married and bought it back from the guy that I sold it to, because when I moved back to California after I got divorced and all, I was helping a buddy buy a guitar online, and next thing you know, he picked up, bought an electric acoustic, and I was hanging out just looking at guitars, kind of gassing. I didn't know what gas was then yet. I was just looking at guitars that I couldn't afford to buy, and I see a description of a guitar that I'm like, that sounds like my guitar. And so I called or emailed the guy. I'm like, dude, if you're the guy I sold it to, my name's Laszlo. You probably remember I sold it to you. I was in San Mateo. We picked it up and blah, blah, blah. Like, if you're the guy, you cannot sell that to anyone else. Name your price, but be nice, and I'll buy it back from you. And I did. So that's that picture of that Fender with the gold lace sensors, kind of yellowish white, antique white color Fender on my homepage of my YouTube channel. That's that guitar. So why did I even tell that story? I can't even remember. Yeah, Twist and Shout. You wanted to play that one? That's one of my favorite karaoke songs. I've never played this on the guitar before. Is that tequila? All those songs were the same, right? So 1, 4, and 5, right? I don't know what I'm doing. So what is the song that we're talking about here? Twist and shout. Twist. I can't get La 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 Bamba out of my song. That song, La Bamba, is coming to my mind instead. So twist and shout. Twist and shout. Anyway, Jack the Rabbit, you need to teach me guitar. I'll teach you keyboards. Well, you already know keyboards. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. I think Hack's already on, right? So I gotta go check out his show. Don't want to overlap in the Hack. But yeah, I might put together this very simplistic way of thinking of how to make music, and I might do it the opposite of the Rick Beato program. It'll be like no theory, how to write songs and learn songs. That'll be my shtick. Absolutely no theory. You don't need theory. Use your ears, use your mind, and you'll never need to write anything down because you'll remember it, right? That's not gonna happen. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, for sure, I need to learn theory. So that's part of my plan this year, you guys. That is on my bucket list for the year, if you want to call this. You can do a 1-year bucket list. Can you do that? What do you call that? A goal? All right, C major, F major. Okay, C. Okay, let's see C. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, there. So, yeah, I can't think right now. So that's what happens when theory. I have to think of theory. Then the feel, I lose the feel. No, I'm just being lazy about it. So yeah. So it is the C major, which is this, right? The F major 7th. I don't know if that's the 7th. Major, G major. I'm doing like, the open chord. So I'd rather do it in bar chords. So that's the C, right? So I keep wanting to sing. McCartney scream. Damn, I love that. Great song. Yeah, trivia. What is the first concert, live music rock concert that I went to live? Who knows? You won't win a pill. No pedals for that giveaway, but whoever can guess that right. Because I have told that story before, and I told it on the Live Wires, which, by the way, if you have not seen the Jack the Rabbit Live Wire show that was on last night, which I have not yet seen either, go check it out. So it was Beatlemania. I saw Beatlemania, which was a rock show done in the 80s, in the late 70s, about the Beatles. And it was like a Broadway show, one of the biggest selling Broadway shows. They should bring it back. Best Broadway shows ever. Yeah. Yeah, well, see, Mozart, dude, he was so well trained from such a young age by his father and whatnot, and he's basically created a little monster out of him. Dude, Hobo Roadie, dude, you're a local, dude, you're a local Bay Area person, right? What do you call him, a Bay Arean, San Franciscan? So I was born at St. Mary's, right off the park, Hobo Roadie, in 1960. Right. So what else was I got today? I was talking about a pedal board that I didn't show you guys anything about. So maybe we'll go back into that again on Sunday, or maybe I'll do. But there's the pedal, got the Velcro on it. I want to do the layout of what pedals I'm going to put into it, and I decided to build a platform underneath it. I'm going to make like a riser over here and over here, so I can put some pedals underneath it that aren't going to necessarily need to be adjusted per se, like compressors and other things that are just set up in a loop. I do have the Switchblade Float Pro, which is like a looper pedal that I can use as either a looper to AB amps or set up, a loop of pedals that it'll go through, so I can AB into different pedal setups, if you know what I mean. So do like an analog pedal patch setup, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, intervals and stuff. Yeah, so, but yeah, names for scales. Yeah, somebody came up with all that eventually. So, but yeah, there's a lot of great music out there in the world, you guys. So we gotta jump into Hacks. So whoever's still here, go to Hacks channel and tell them Roxy sent you. Roxy Raid, Hacks channel. Now, I believe. Thanks for coming. Should all go there. Oberodi, Dog Paw. Yeah, right. Bach had names for all kinds of stuff. So, when we'll go back into this again. Maybe I'll just jump onto doing another live stream for my beta later tonight. If you guys are up for that, put it in the comments. I need more comments. Put some comments into my comments and say, yeah, Laz, we want to see you do a late night beta live show where everything's dark in here and all you have is the red lights in the background like that. That's going to be the late show version. So thanks, you guys. Thanks again. I totally went off subject. Went into the whole happy method of musical learning. I'm crazy. But I love it. This is great. I love that all you guys love this stuff. And let me get Roxy out. If you guys didn't see Roxy's egg, you didn't see Roxy's egg. There it is. It's in this piece of paper. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? I hope you can see it right there. Oh, okay. Of course you can't see it. There it is. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, wait. God, this sucks. Okay, hold on. Oh, my goodness. I gotta do this a different way. I gotta put it on something that's a similar or different color, that is, so it won't roll off. There you go. Can you guys see that? That's Roxy's egg. She laid this last night or this morning or whenever. So she's tired. She's hanging out right now in my sweater. I keep telling Gladania I want to put little pinholes into the eggs, blow out the stuff inside because it's not fertile, so it's, blow it out and then save her eggs. And she thinks I'm nuts. I told her I can give them away to Roxy fans. I'm crazy. All right, thanks, you guys. I'm gonna jump out. Music Therapy Labs and Roxy, reminding you, secret to tone, It's in your mind, but the feel comes from your heart. You got to put them together to make some nice music and rock on. Until next time, maybe later tonight I'll do a beta live stream. I don't know, about 10 p.m. my time, Pacific time. That'll be 1 a.m. Eastern and middle of the morning or early morning for you Europeans. Maybe that'll be cool because the Europeans, like Wayne, what are you doing up, Wayne? Go to sleep. Thanks, man. Thanks, you guys. I'm gonna write thanks again. See you all next time and for in hacks. Guitar hack channel live now. All right, man. Later's, rock on. Oh yeah, the giveaway. One of these 3 pedals will be given away, maybe all 3, but definitely I'm going to give one away when I hit 300 subs. But there's a catch. It has to be before the lockdown is over. So I need you guys all to help me out. Let's get this done. Let me get to 300 by the end of the lockdown, and I'll give away pedal or more than pedals. I might give more than one away. We'll see what happens. All right. Until next time, you guys, rock on. Have a great night. See you.